Hi guys, welcome back. So in this class, we are going to be moving on to adding our pictures to our rectangles or our picture frame, and then we'll be moving on to the other section of the design. So to add our pictures, you can go to you can use a plugin, or let's say we go to our browser, right, and then you check for you go to pixel.com. There's a site called pixel.com. That's PEXELS, pixel.com. So there are different ways you can also get pictures, but this is also another simple and a fast way. So we are going to be searching for different pictures here, and we're going to be searching for pictures basically that has to do with e-commerce, or that has to do with shopping and all of that, because it's in line with what we want. So let's see. Let's look for online. Let's see online shopping. Okay, so online shopping, you can see different ones. You can see the exact picture we have here. So you can click on this picture, right? And you allow it to load. You can download. Let's say you click here, you download maybe large, medium, or any size you want. You click on select download, and this is one way. So you download it to where you want it to go. Click on download, right? And then you go to, so let's say it has saved on your system, right? Then you go to your, um, what's it called? Your rectangle or the frame you want to put it. You click on the rectangle. You come here to fill, click on fill. You see we have different options here. So you can see this image icon. Click on image, right? And then you come here, you click on choose image. It's going to take you to um your it's going to take you to your file manager, so you can choose image from there. So you just go to you have to search for where the image is on your system. So I think we have the image over here. So yeah, this is it here. Click on the image, click on open, and it's going to paste over here. So it's easy. But this method is, for me, I feel like it takes a lot of time. I only use that if I don't have the image online, or the image is just on my system, right? So another method you can use that is very easy. I just use the copy and paste method. So let's look for another picture that has to do with online shopping. Uh, let's see. Let's say this, right? So what I'll do is I'll allow this to load very well to make sure that the picture is clear, right? But this picture looks blurry, because of the focus, but it is clear. So I'll copy, just right click, copy image. I'll go to my Figma, right? And I'll click on the frame or the object I want to paste it, and I'll press Ctrl V to paste. It's as easy as that. So let's do that again. So let's look for another picture, someone shopping. Let's see this, right? Our lights will load very well. And then I copy and go down to my select the frame or the rectangle or the shape, and press Ctrl V and paste. So we do that for the third one, which is the shoes. So let's look for shoes. I'm just going to type shoes. You can use whatever you want to use, but let's say I want to use shoes, and yeah, we have the shoe right here. So click on it, allow it to load first. Right click, copy image, and I'll go to Figma. I'll click on that frame or the rectangle or the object, and I'll paste. So yep, we have this over here. So you can see this is great. So another thing we're going to work on is if you look at this design very well, you see that at the top of the design it looks blue, but when you scroll down it looks white. So it feels like there are different colors here. This place is blue, this place is white, and why is that? So for people who are new to design, it is called gradients, right? But someone who knows design will like it that's called gradient, but people who are new to design, it is called gradients. So how are we going to do that? The first thing we'll do is to select a rectangle tool, right? So you click on your frame and then you draw a rectangle tool. So we're going to make the width of our rectangle tool the same width of our what's it called? Our desktop frame. So which is 1440, right? And the height we can make it um let's make the height 1000. Yeah, let's make it 1000. So what I'm going to do here, let me copy the color code. So what I'm going to do here is I'll select this rectangle, right? And then I'll click on this, like I want to change the color. So I'll come to the second option here that says gradients. Click on gradients. So click on gradients. The one at the top, I'll change it to the color code, and the one at the bottom, I'll change it to FFFFF, which is um what's it called? Um white. FFFF is white. So the color code, I'm going to paste it here so you can see. So that's the color code for the gradients, right? So I'll just paste it here so you can see. So select this rectangle tool, right? I'll right click because you can see that when we did this, it, our what's it called? Our informations are not visible, right? So we want it to be visible. So I'm going to right click. I'll select the option that says send to back. So I'll click on send to back. It's going to send it behind everything, right? So I'll send to back. So before the next thing I'm going to do is I'll still click on that layout, and I would just come here and increase this a bit because I want it to go up a little bit. I'll just drag it up a bit, and I think I'm okay with this. So I'll select this what's it called? The layer, the background layer, this rectangle, sorry, you can see it is the last one. And I'll come here to my layer panel. Can you see my layer panels? When you come here, you see there is a padlock here that is unlocked. So I'll click on this lock to lock that layer. So the reason why I'm locking that layer is just so that it doesn't interrupt my design. It is just static. So after doing that, see, we are good to go. So you can turn off your layers grid just to preview your design. So to turn it off, just click here, click on the eye, this eyeball icon. So you can turn it off, you can make it visible and invisible. So for now, we'll still leave it on. So the next thing we're going to do now is to continue on the next part. So to do that, select my frame. I'll just drag like this. So I'll keep dragging until I'm satisfied. All right. Well, let's just end here for now. So we have here, it says your e-commerce made simple. So the font size for this is 48. The font is C Montserrat and it is bold. The color is, you remember this color that we use here, right? So this is the color we're going to use. So I'm going to press T on my keyboard. I mean, by now, I'm sure you guys already know how to do this. So I'm just going to try to be fast as possible. The command made simple, right? So change the color to this color code here, this one. And the next thing I'm going to select this, I'll align horizontal center. This here. So I have this here. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do, so there's something I just noticed in this what's it called? Our um gradients that we did. So we're going to edit that very soon. So to unlock this layer, what you're going to do is you right click, just right click, you can see just come here, click on the rectangle, and then you unlock it. So we unlock it, we come to this place, we'll make this 100%, and our okay, I just want to be sure. Okay, so for this, you can see for the right hand, the gradients positioning, we make it 0%. Then for the gradient positioning for FFF, make it 100%. Then the opacity, right? We make the white one 0%, right? So we'll make the white 0%, and then the color will make it 100%. So the reason why we're doing that is just so that it doesn't really show. And let's bring this guy down a little bit. So the reason why we're doing that is so that it is seamless, because before it was looking too obvious that our gradient stop here. So it was looking too obvious. So we don't want it to be obvious. We want it to be seamless. To just fade in. Right? So that was why I had to like run that back again. So we have this. The next thing we're going to do here is we're going to create these guys. So if you look at this, you see that this, and this, they are the same thing. It's just that the contents are changing. And what I mean by contents is the text, the information of the text, the pictures. But the what's it called? The specifications are the same, right? You can see it's the same color, everything is the same, just the content are changing. So what we are going to do, sorry. So the first thing we do is we are going to draw a rectangle, right? So I draw a rectangle. I'll make the width to be 389, and I'll make the height to be 286, and the corner radius is going to be 20. So width to be 389. The height is going to be 286, excuse me, and the corner radius will be 20. So we have that. And then the next thing I'm going to do, I'll have my text, right? So for the text, you have your font size to be 24 for the heading. So the text is all you need to start. And the color is going to be this color, right? And it's going to be bold. What I mean by that color, I mean the same color we use here, right? So if you didn't get that, let me just come up here so you can see it, this color. So I'm just going to paste that here just because of time. Just you can type it out or you need to start, right? Then we have this text. So you remember this text that we did here, right? The same specification, the same color, and all of that is what we're going to be doing down here. So the specification is still the same thing, the color is the same thing. But so we have that text. Just So I'm just doing copy and paste. Right, for this one. Right, so you can type it out. So for this, we'll change the font size to 16. So if the font size is 16, it means the line height is going to be 24. So 16 plus 8, which is 24. So change this font size to 16. Then the last one we have here is the e-commerce for WordPress. So you can see that this is the reason why this is green or is a different color is just to show the users that this guy is clickable, right? It means that it is responsive. It is a link, and you can click on it. So we have um, we have this here. So this one, so the font size is going to be 16. The color is going to be the same color that we have here, right? The same color that we have here. So the amazing thing about Figma is it's going to save the color for you on your color library, so you can see it here. So we have the same color. So you just type e-commerce for WordPress, right? So we have that. So for this one, the font style is going to be medium, right? So the next thing I'll do now is to align. So I'll select this, I'll hold down shift, select this, I'll hold down shift and I'll select this. So the best way to do this is to right click and add auto layouts. So the reason why I'm adding auto layouts is because we are going to still edit the text, right? And when it comes to editing the text, um, you need to still have the same spacing. So that's why I'm adding auto layouts, right? So I'll start doing this. I'll hold down this auto layouts. The spacing between them, that's the vertical gap, because now it's vertical, it's not horizontal anymore. So the vertical gap between them is 10. So I'll hold down shift and select this to right click and I'll add auto layouts, right? So when I add auto layouts to this, I would select align align left, right? So just click align left center because I want it to be aligned towards the left. So I have this here. So this is one. So we are good to go. The next thing I just need to do is to duplicate. So I'm going to hold down shift and alt. So just hold down shift, right? Click and drag it. If you hold down, sorry, just hold down alt. Just alt. If you hold down shift, it's going to make sure it's on a straight line. But if you remove your hand from shift, you can move it anyhow you want to. So have it here, and now press Control D. So it's just duplicate from it, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'll select this guy. I'll hold down shift just to click and drag it a little bit to ensure that it is touching this line, right? Then I'll come here to, I'll select this, hold down shift, make sure it's touching this line too. So now I want to make sure that three of them, they have equal spacing between them. So hold down shift, select this, hold down shift, select this. I'll come here, right? More options. And I'll say distribute horizontal spacing. So you can see that the one at the two edge, they didn't move. It's just the guy in the middle that moved. That's why I said you should align the one at the right hand first, align the one at the left hand. Then when you do the distribution, the middle guy is going to adjust. So we have that. So we're going to just be changing our text. So change this one. We're going to change this one to customize, customize and extend. Customize and extend. Then this one change to active community. So that's the importance of auto layout. Just so you can still change the text here. Still going to change the text. So I'll just copy paste, or you can pause to change the text, right? This one, so browse extension, change text here. So if you use auto layouts, you can see it's going to still maintain it will maintain the same thing for you, right? Maintain the same spacing for you. So this one is click check forum something, right? This one, so I'll just copy and paste actually. I just want to ensure that my so active community check forum. Yeah, I have my arrow. Okay, check our forum. So supposed to be check our forum. So we have this here. So the next thing we'll just do now is to impute our pictures. So we go back to pictures. We can look for pictures. So customize and extend. You can use let's see online. Let's see online shopping. Just look for someone trying to like make payments online. Okay, so we have this picture here. So right click, copy, and come here. You hold down Control to select inside the frame. So you hold down Control, you can see that this is. Then you click on this, and you press Control V, paste. Right. Then for this one, let's look for customize and extend. Say cyber SD tech here. Let's see if you can see something related. Let me say developer. Okay, developer. So customize and extend, since it is something that has to do like code or something, you can use anyone that is like developing or something that has to do like development. So customize and extend is okay. Let's say we use something like this. Copy. Right. So we have then community. Community. Active community. We can use this, right? So just copy and then come here, hold down Control, select this, Control V, paste. So we have this. So you can see that we are almost there. So you can turn off your grid to just view your design and turn it back on, right? So the next thing we'll do is we'll move on to the next phase. So you just click and you drag it like, excuse me, you drag it like this. So on our next class, we're going to work on this, right? So for now, you can just try out this one that we have done from adding our pictures and doing all of this. So when we return, we're going to treat this section.